Coming up, the coach of the Bluffton Masters swim team and an insider's look at the Thomas Heyward Academy girls basketball. It's all coming up right now on the Bluffton News. Welcome to the Bluffton News. I'm Jenny Lockhart, and we have a lot to cover. Business, entertainment, and of course the latest local news. But first, let's start with Bluffton's current headlines. The Beaufort County Board of Education today narrowed its list of finalists for a district superintendent from 3 to 2, and members planned site visits next week to both of the remaining candidates' home districts. The two remaining finalists are Gloria J. Davis, currently superintendent of the Decatur Public Schools in Decatur, Illinois, and Jeffrey Moss, currently superintendent of the Lee County Schools in Sanford, North Carolina. Catherine Leroy, director of high school programs for the Duval County Public Schools in Jacksonville, Florida, has been eliminated as a candidate. The board's goal is to have a new superintendent under contract by the first week in March. Austin Farmer finished his high school wrestling career on top, claiming his first state championship Saturday at the SCHSL Class 4A individual tournament in Anderson. Farmer, a Bluffton High School senior, pinned Lexington's Brandon Shepard in just 40 seconds in the 138-pound championship match. Farmer rolled through the tournament, starting with a first-period pin of Woodmont's Varley Kella on Friday. He defeated South Point's Cameron Pike 18-8 in the semifinals Saturday before avenging his lower state tournament loss to Shepard. A Jasper County grand jury indicted Bernard Jenkins, 19 of Hardeeville, on 2 counts of murder this past Thursday. Jenkins was charged in October with the murder of Desmond Brown, 25 of Hardeeville, and Octavia Scott, 26 of Bluffton. The bodies of Brown and Scott were found May 11th in a ditch on a dirt portion of Purrysburg Road beside a borrowed car that had struck a large pine tree. Both deaths were caused by gunshot wounds to the head, and the victims' deaths were instantaneous. During Jenkins' December preliminary hearing, evidence was presented by SLED Lieutenant Sean Harley, who said Jenkins' blood was found on the car and on one of the victims' clothing, and Jenkins was the last person seen with Brown and Scott. Law enforcement argued Jenkins killed Brown and Scott over a $10,000 check. A lawsuit brought by Bluffton police officer Mark Dorsey, charging his higher-ups with discrimination, heads to trial in Charleston on Monday. But unlike previous department suits, the town will defend itself without its insurer, leaving it wholly responsible for any damages awarded. Town attorney Terry Finger declined to comment as to why the town is swearing off the help of its insurer. He previously said past lawsuits never went to trial because the insurer drove them to settlement rather than risk a court proceeding. Dorsey filed a lawsuit in March 2012 alleging town officials passed him over for a bonus, threatened him with disciplinary action if he attended a required training exercise, and then damaged his career by initiating a congressional probe into his military service. The town, however, maintains Dorsey failed to provide proper advance notice of military duties, exceeded the 5-year length of service requirements under law, didn't report back to work in a timely manner, and scheduled himself for duty that was not required by his superiors. And here's what's happening around the state. Investigators in Spartanburg County are trying to figure out why a man jumped from a truck just before he was struck and killed by a car. The coroner's office said 30-year-old Gene Pearson Jr. of Inman died at the hospital shortly after being injured Friday night. Witnesses told troopers that Pearson appeared to jump from a truck on a road not far from U.S. Highway 176 in Inman. Pearson was then struck by a 2007 Cadillac driven by an 80-year-old man. Troopers say no charges have been filed in the incident. 18-year-old Shaquan Kwilinski fired several shots at a Columbia police officer and the man he was arresting in the early hours this past Saturday. Dozens of people were also in the area as bars had just closed. Fortunately, no one was injured. Columbia police have increased patrols of the Five Points Entertainment District after several other reports of gunshots in recent weeks. Chief Randy Scott says 20 officers were in the area at the time of Saturday's shooting. Kwilinski was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. Deputies continue to investigate the shooting death of a 21-year-old man in Greenville County. Authorities say someone called 911 to report gunshots around 4 a.m. this past Saturday. When deputies arrived, they found John Zmiri dead just inside the back door of a mobile home. The coroner's office says he was shot once in the chest and ruled his death a homicide. No arrests have been made, and police continue to question witnesses and gather evidence. A fire engulfed the cart shed at Eagles Point Golf Course last Friday around 7:30 p.m. and destroyed as many as 75 golf carts. Although the fire was under control by 8:15, firefighters had to continue spraying the ruins with the flame-retardant foam because of battery acid from the carts. No injuries were reported. This is the second such incident in Beaufort County. On November 26th, a fire was intentionally set in the cart shed at Bear Creek Golf Club in Hilton Head Plantation that destroyed 52 golf carts. For more information on these headlines and more, please check out the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Coming up, Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun covers everything from golf carts to hurricanes as the Bluffton News brings you hot off the presses.
The smoked chipotle burrito is really good.
Yeah, my zesty cheesesteak burrito's great.
Are you familiar, Pete, with the phrase, don't mess with success?
Yeah.
Because this is not only messing with success, this is taking success to the cliff and shoving success over.
Success said, oh, please, don't do anything. Leave me alone.
These burritos didn't even hear that. They heard, oh, put, and that was it. It was just like, wah. Egg everywhere.
Wake up to sirloin steak and fluffy eggs with the new zesty cheesesteak and smoked chipotle breakfast burritos. This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Joining me now is Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun. So Lynne, the Bluffton Parkway has been all over the news lately. What was discussed at the forum last week in regards to the Bluffton Parkway realignment?
Well, Town of Bluffton officials showed the plans for the new design to a group of about 50 residents, most of whom didn't want the road to change. The design would create a new segment of road that would run between Old Carolina and Rose Hill, and it would make Bluffton Parkway more of a straight road, a continuous road, rather than having to turn off of and onto Buckwalter Parkway. Town manager Anthony Barrett and council members explained the reasoning behind the design, and they listened to the citizens' concern, but Barrett said we have to think long-term and we have to plan for the future.
Now, how will the project be funded?
Well, that remains to be seen. Right now, there isn't enough money for it. The project was approved in 2006 as part of that 1% sales tax program that raised $152 million for a lot of projects. But other funding sources, such as impact fees, weren't enough to cover the balance. Beaufort County Administrator Gary Kubik says that he's confident that the state eventually will help fund the project.
Wow. Now, I understand Bluffton's representative in the State House has proposed a way to help cover costs of school operations. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, State Representative Bill Herb Kurzman has proposed a bill that would let municipalities charge a local option sales tax to cover recurring costs, annual recurring costs, such as annual operating expenses at schools. Current state law doesn't allow such a tax to cover recurring costs. Herb Kurzman said that his bill would counteract some portions of Act 388, which lowered property taxes for homeowners who live in their homes, but raised the tax for businesses and second homeowners and rental properties. And Herb Kurzman said that his would be more fair for everybody concerned.
Now, what kind of support is this proposal getting?
Well, a number of county council members favor the idea of having a local option sales tax pay for these operations, and it would also relieve non-resident owners who pay for schools that they don't use. And others are wary of such a tax, but Herb Kurzman believes that the bill would garner strong support in the House, but he's not so sure about the Senate.
Okay, and now finally, students and teachers at Bluffton Middle School are working on a very interesting water conservation project. And what is it?
It's a rain garden, and it's being built out behind the school near the soccer field. It's being built by art and science students along with their teachers, some school district workers, and local artist Amos Hummell. The finished product will look like a beautiful fountain in a small pond with aquatic plants, but underneath is a reservoir that will collect rainwater for future use. Science teacher Lois Lewis, who is leading the project, said that it will serve as an outdoor classroom that will work in harmony with the curriculum there. 6th grade students must study plants, and 7th grade students study environmental relationships.
That sounds amazing. How will this rain garden be used?
Well, Ms. Lewis said that teachers can bring their classes to the garden to discuss such things as any kind of science, weather, art, engineering, math, conservation, and environmental issues such as problems with stormwater runoff in the May River. And she also said that she hopes this project will serve as a template for other schools across the county and across the state. And the idea is to teach students the importance of water conservation and hope they will take that knowledge back to their parents. And you can read more about it in the Bluffton Sun.
Well, thanks, Lynn, so much for your time today. With me now is Shellie West-Hodges from the Greater Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. Hi, Shellie. How are you today?
I'm good, Jenny. How are you?
Great, thank you. So now TCL's offering some fast-track business courses. What's something they're offering to area business owners?
Well, Technical College of the Lowcountry has started some small business courses to assist small business owners in the area, and they're fast-track courses, so they're a little bit different from what you would normally get at the university itself. They're actually offering a course called Biz Builder, and it's for small business owners, entrepreneurial, for people who have been in business for 3 to 4 years that are looking to grow their business.
That sounds great. Now, outside of the college setting, there's also some individuals that offer services to assist businesses as well. What are some of these businesses?
Yeah, there's several other consulting firms along with, what the programs are through your local chambers. There are businesses out there like Action Coach who do business coaching, other groups like Mission Resources Group out of Hilton Head. They also do strategic planning and help people develop marketing plans. And we also have a new company in town called Synergy that also does some business coaching as well.
Okay, great. Now the Chamber has just launched a couple programs to help out businesses. Can you tell me a little bit about these programs?
Yet the Greater Bluffton Chamber just launched a program in January, and it's a mentoring program where they have set up different experts in the different fields of business. It could be finance, it could be marketing, for small business, even employees that may be interested in having a little bit of mentoring if they're starting a business or if they're looking to grow their business. They also have what's called Bluffton Buddies, and that's a new program that's just being launched now to put people together with people who are seasoned business folks in the area to help them find their way around town, tell them where to go for permitting, just whatever it may be, and kind of partner people together.
That sounds like a great resource for businesses here. I mean, as a business owner myself, it's always helpful to have an expert that can help you when you're trying to grow your business.
Yes, it is. And if anybody needs any information about these courses, Technical College of Lowcountry, their course is starting at the Greater Bluffton Chamber on March 6th. They can call the Chamber directly at 757-1010. They can also call Technical College of the Lowcountry and talk to Amanda Heyman. And any other business consulting they may need, the local chambers can help you and direct those businesses and who to go to.
Now, also, if you're someone who would like to volunteer to help some of these people, where would you go for that?
You can also go to your area chamber. You can go to the Greater Bluffton Chamber. You can go to their website at information@blufftonchamberofcommerce.org to get more information regarding that, whether you want to be a mentor or whether you're looking to be a mentee.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you so much, and we appreciate your time today. When we return, we'll get our feet wet with the Bluffton Masters swim team, and Brielle Jungblut will tell us about her experience on the Thomas Heyward Academy's girls basketball team.
Tara's Men's Den, located beside Tara's Salon at the Moss Creek Village, is a full-service salon for men only. Open Monday through Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. We offer haircuts, color, highlights, waxing, and treatments for hair loss. No appointment necessary, so come enjoy a relaxing atmosphere for men only, and don't forget senior discounts every Wednesday. Call or visit us today. Our number is 843-837-5555.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. I'm Jenny Lockhart, and I'm pleased to welcome Brielle Jungblut, student and basketball player at the Extraordinaire at Thomas Heyward Academy. Brielle, what do you think has contributed to the success of the Thomas Heyward girls basketball program in the past few years?
I think the girls' work ethic, their determination, and just their attitude that anything less than being number one is pretty much unacceptable.
That's a pretty fantastic standard. How would you reflect on your career at Thomas Heyward?
Thomas Heyward has been, the family here has been a blessing to me, from the athletic standpoint to the academic standpoint, I'm very, very proud of my career at Thomas Heyward, from scoring 1,000 points to winning state titles, but definitely, most importantly, getting the education that I really needed.
Well, how would you describe your experience as a student at Thomas Heyward?
I absolutely love it. The environment's great. Everyone knows everyone, so including the teachers. So the teachers know you well enough to know what you can and can't do. So it pretty much works out for both, like, the social and academic side.
Well, plus it feels good to know that people care about you as a person as well, I'm sure, besides just a student. Now, how do you feel that Thomas Heyward has done to help prepare you for life?
The great teachers, not only do they prepare you for college, but they also prepare you for real life situations, and I'll take those situations throughout my life and work with them.
Now, I also understand the fan support at Thomas Heyward is very strong. So how does that support help you at game time?
Our fans are amazing. It's so much better knowing that not only are you playing for yourself, but you're also playing for your community. And without our fans, it wouldn't be the same.
Oh. Now, what are your plans for after graduation?
I plan to attend the University of South Carolina and follow my dreams in working with special needs children.
Oh. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time today. You sound like an extraordinary young woman, and we appreciate it, Brielle, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Joining us now is Joe Bongiorno to talk about the Bluffton Masters swim team. Joe, what is Masters swimming, and where do you work out?
We work out at the Bluffton pool. It's on Pritchard Street, just down in the village in Bluffton. Masters swimming is adult swimming, competitive swimming. And it starts at age 19 and goes to however long you could live. And we swim in 5-year age groups. We compete in all of the strokes, and Masters swimming is done in all of the states, in all of the United States, and all over the world. Each year they have a national championship and also a world championship.
Now, how exactly do they compete, and who are they competing against?
They compete against other swim clubs, throughout other Masters teams throughout the country and throughout the United States. Right here in Beaufort County, we have 3 teams. We have my team at Bluffton. It's called the Bluffton Master Finns. And we have a team at Hilton Head at the Island Rec Center, and also a very large team in Beaufort.
Okay. Now, what kind of background do the master swimmers have?
Most of them are former club, high school, or collegiate swimmers, and others just come, they enjoy swimming and they want to get themselves into good shape. And I have quite a few of my swimmers are triathletes who want to improve their aquatic skill in the triathlon.
Okay. Now, how long have you been coaching Masters, and what is your swimming background?
I've been coaching Masters for 15 years. I did it 5 years at the Island Rec Center, and now 10 years in Bluffton. I also coached for 25 years boys and girls high school swimming, and I coached country club swimming for 30 years, swimming and diving.
Now, how old is your oldest swimmer?
My oldest swimmer is 82 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she's won several, she has several South Carolina records. Her name is Barbara S.L. And she also has top 10 records in the United States in her age group.
That's amazing. Now, how does one join the team, and what are the costs involved?
It's to join the team, first of all, let me give you my name and number. It's Joe Bongiorno, and you would call me. It's area code 843-705-6341. The costs are $30 a month, and we work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m.
Well, listen, thanks, Joe, for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you at the pool at the Bluffton with the Bluffton Masters.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. When we return, Kim Viljac and the Bluffton Entertainment Report in our adorable Bluffton News Pet of the Week.
Okay, so it's a romantic dinner for two. Now, I've already cut some tomato. Time for the vinaigrette. You are gonna love this. Okay, we need some sesame seeds. My favorite pan. Now, what's really important is...
With Merillat cabinets, you'll discover function that's irresistible.
Good thing I'm not the jealous type.
This weekend, Bluffton was introduced to a whole new type of entertainment. Entertainment reporter Kim Viljac tells us all about it.
Here at Palmetto Bluff at the Face Your Fears, I've got Susan Thomas here from the Hilton Head Chamber, and she is fresh off the course. Fired up! How was it, Susan?
It was hard. I faced a few fears out there. I got through it. Come out and do it next year. It's awesome.
I have two lovely ladies that just finished the course, and it's a special occasion from what I understand.
It's my birthday.
And is this a great way to spend your birthday?
Yes.
Yes?
Happy birthday!
This is Bluffton's finest. The Bluffton Police Department has a group out here, and they just got finished with a course. Did y'all get a little muddy out there?
Oh, just a little bit. The most difficult thing was the ice water by far.
I think that's been the consensus today. What about you?
The ice water and the pluff mud.
And did you get stuck in the pluff mud? Yes, that's always a little tricky. I have a hungry runner here. How was the course today?
It was fun.
Yeah. Did you? You don't seem like you're cold at all. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was good. Get your blood going. I went from male to female, and it was very cold.
Warm up.
Can I say hi to my kids, Cameron and Trinity?
Sure, you just did.
Thanks.
And I have a very special runner here with me today. Joe, could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Joe Myers. I'm 71 years old, and this was a really challenging course. Very cold, very cold.
Do you do a lot of these?
This is the third mud run that I've done. Last week I did a 9-mile trail run, and I try to do something probably every week, every other week.
We have some of our youngest contestants here today. Guys, can I get your name?
Dalton.
Ben. Henry. Evan.
Mac.
Tell me, guys, what was the toughest challenge out there?
Had to be the ice pit. That was brutal.
What about you, Henry?
All of them. All of them were tough.
Is this your first run, or have you guys done this before?
First run.
My second.
Or second, yeah. First.
And would you do it again next year?
Oh, yeah.
You bet.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Our Bluffton News Pet of the Week is Brandy. Brandy is a playful, energetic young girl who loves to chase a ball. She looks like a petite lab with her golden locks and cheerful smile. She plays well with others and is a lover of human kindness. To meet Brandy or for more information about other adoptable animals, please contact Brooks Haven Animal Rescue at 843-757-7387. Thanks for joining me for the news program that is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Jenny Lockhart for the Bluffton News. See you next time.